Alright. Testing. Boruto Manga Chapter 71. Let's see, how are we looking? Ooh, water here. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's see. Audio looking just right. Should probably bring up Discord. This time around should be good. Let's see here. Let's see. Alright. Anyway, welcome everyone, Sanju Uchiha here. Welcome back to the channel. Of course, as you can tell by the thumbnail and title, today we'll be reacting to and doing our review on Boruto Manga Chapter 71, which, as per usual, since I am late to the party because of work, you know, adulting and all that jazz and blues, I am probably the last person to actually read this chapter on Earth. So, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're here to do our reaction and give our thoughts on it. Nothing too dramatic, or probably dramatic. But yeah, let's see how this chapter actually goes. Hold on, give me 1 sec. I just want to make sure that everything is looking crisp and alright for the most part when it comes on to this chapter. Boom. Hold on, I should share this out. And Alright. I think we are good to go. Alright, so let's kind of just switch over to this here. No, not this one. Alright, no. Okay. Let's fit this back to screen. And boom. Okay. So, of course, Chapter 71, Hindrance. Now, of course, as per usual, I'm not fully spoiler free going into this chapter. I have been seeing little thumbnails, little stuff here and there. So, unfortunately. But I must say, yo, this this cover with Code looks sick. I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they adapt the art with Code's limiters removed from manga to anime. Let's see. Alright, let's get into it. Let me just put this to vertical since there's hardly any double page shots in Boruto. Alright, so we have Code here, about to deliver a fatal blow to Amado. Even genius scientist Sansu Amado is at their mercy. Sansu. I don't think we've ever heard that last name in Naruto at all. Sansu. Anyway, see ya, Amado. Eida, a word. It's about Kawaki. Amado playing his cards right. Yes, what about Kawaki? Kawaki is the ace up my sleeve. In case Konoha ever tries to abandon me, like now, or if they decide to eliminate me. What do you mean? I don't understand. Ignore him, he's bluffing out of desperation, just stalling for time. Code, I'm talking to him. Don't interrupt. Yo, like, alright, let's continue first. This is stupid. You're gonna buy this windbag's mutterings. He'll just use you for his own ends. Did you not hear me? I'm telling you not to interfere. Sorry, but he's on my retribution list too. You already told me Kawaki's off limits. You have no right to deny me Amado as well. Daemon. Boom buds. Alright, Daemon versus Code. Hey now, don't get too carried away, eh? Oh shit, yeah, Daemon's abilities. My intent to kill is already being reflected. Alright, so Code goes through the claw marks. Come down here, chicken bastard. Code, did you just attack my little brother with the intent to kill him? That's a horrible accusation, considering you fired the first shot. I warned you before. If you end up being a hindrance to us, I'll have to dispose of you. Wait a sec. Hindrance? Me? Do you still not understand, Code? Ida's got an invitation from Konoha now. She already has an opportunity to get close to Kawaki, but if she keeps associating with you, she'll ruin this chance. So how are you not a hindrance? That's a fair point. Shut it, Amado. Quit the smooth talk. You're trying to trick Eida and throw me to the wolves, but it's not gonna work. Trick? I'm just stating the truth. I said shut up. Are you stupid? Alright, but now like, this is not a good look for Code. This is not a good look for Code at all because alright, anyway, we'll continue. Alright, so he pushes Code off. If Big Sis says don't, then stop doing it. Idiots who can't understand such simple things need to be disposed of. You getting this, Code? Alright. Alright, back to Konoha. Keeping up with the nerfed. It was keeping up with the Uchihas before, but it's keeping up with the nerfed characters now. No matter who you are, you become enchanted by her? What the heck? I'm sure we'll run into her again, then you'll see for yourselves. What is she? A cyborg relic? Like Code? I don't know for sure, but Amado mentioned before that among the cyborgs who were scraps were several who greatly surpassed Jigen's power. Aida's likely one of them. Considering that Amado was surprised at her presence, and even worse, it seems Aida's not Code's only companion. What? During last night's battle, there was someone Code used to counter Kawaki when he was cornered. It wasn't Eida. I'm certain of it. There's at least one other enemy cyborg. Alright. Daemon. Hey Eida, Daemon's acting real weird. Do something, will you? I'm grateful to you, Code. I am, for freeing me. That's why I helped you regain your power. But let's call it a day now. It's time to end this. Wait, what? You're kidding, right? I love you, Eida. Jeez. From the bottom of my heart. Don't you still need my power? No thanks. I don't care for your self-serving attitude. Whether your feelings are real or not, I've had enough. Don't worry about Big Sis. Whether it's against Otsutsuki or anyone else, I'll protect her. I see. Eida doesn't need 2 knights, does she? That's right. Just one. Me. God, this can't be happening, dog. What? What are you talking about? You're creeping me out. Sorry, Daemon, but let's clear up once and for all who the real hindrance here is. Hehe, you're losing it. Sounds interesting. Try it. Alright, Code. His palms. Beware of Daemon's palms. It's only when he's touching others with his hands that actions get reflected. Oh, okay. Interesting. But when we initially saw him, yeah, he was actually on Code. Yeah, so that makes sense. Bug, you jerk, how dare you? Good, this is good. Daemon's ability is bothersome, but it can be overcome if you know its secret. Plus, Code's regained his full power, which is greater than Jigen's was. Best case, they'll destroy each other. Yo, Bug, I try to play some 4D chess foolishness though. I see, only when touching others, eh? But I guess the interesting part is he doesn't have to be touching the enemy per se. But he has to be touching somebody living, I would imagine. Alright. You said earlier that you felt like you couldn't lose to anyone, or something like that. That was hilarious. Yo! Walande. No, brother! No! No, this one seemed too overpowered. What the? Alright. Claw marks. Coming down. No man, could I get shell? Like like peanut shell. Yo, no brother. No way. Ugh. Had enough yet? You do seem stronger than Jigen. So neither Hokage nor Uchiha should be trouble. But that's all. Who's second or third doesn't matter to number one. Me. Yo! No, brother! Damn it, Code's all bark and no bite. That's why I was against waking Daemon up. Alright. Running away? That's fine. I won't chase after you. Just don't get in my way. And I think you know this, but I can see everything, so I'll kill you if if warranted. Jano, I've got a mission to cultivate a divine tree and obtain its chakra fruit. As per the Otsutsuki, will Ishiki bequeathed to me, I'll devour it and become a new Otsutsuki. Oh, good luck. Once I'm an Otsutsuki, your ability won't affect me. That's when I'll finally know my true feelings towards you. Whether I want to love you or I want to kill you. Alright, Code makes an exit. Ugh, you crazy psycho. Amado, you're utterly devious. Not only did you survive that crisis, but you artfully managed to separate Code and I as well. And you decided to be a great chance to cut Code off, no? Bruh, wait, Andrew Dixon, D, Wagwan, welcome to the stream. But you artfully managed to separate Code and I as well. And you decided to be a great chance to cut Code off, no? That's why you stood up for me, even if a bit roughly. Don't lump me in with you. I just wanted to hear the rest of your story. If it does turn out to be a bluff, I have no qualms killing you then. Kawaki is the ace up my sleeve. That's not a bluff, it's the truth. Yo, interesting. You ain't too bad, alright. Come on, Daemon. It's not foolishness. Daemon's just itching to kill you, you know. So if you don't want to die, I suggest you start explaining now. Kawaki has regained karma and simultaneously inherited Ishiki's abilities. His power is likely to keep growing, makes sense. And as of right now, there is no one in Konoha who can oppose Kawaki's power, including the Hokage, which we basically logically already deduced. Except for me. What? You've planted something else inside Kawaki, haven't you? A unique emergency shutdown command code that only I can use. It's Konoha's job to manage Kawaki, but this concerns the other villages too. So he's Konoha's #1 priority, meaning they all have no choice but to rely on me. Yeah, right. You're profiting from resolving a problem you created yourself by restoring Kawaki's karma. Moreover, why is it that you didn't put such a stop function in him to begin with? Because Jigen forbade it. To him, implanting such a function in his precious vessel was unacceptable. But I can beat the heck out of him without breaking a sweat. It's as Daemon says, he can deal Kawaki's power, and if you should die, perhaps Konoha will come to rely on us siblings. You have a point, an intriguing one, but the shutdown function is just insurance to protect my standing in the village. My real objective is different, and Kawaki's karma is necessary to achieve it. You haven't answered my question, so spill it or I'll kill you. I'll talk, but it's a long story. Something that I need to tell Konoha as well. Can you wait until we get there? Huh? You should accept Shikamaru's offer, Eida. It's as he said, if you want to build a relationship with Kawaki, you should move to Konoha. You think so too? Come on, dog. Wait, William, it's been a while. They are fresh from work, isn't me? Move to Konoha? Don't worry, I'll mediate, since we have to tell them about Daemon too. Shall we head out to Konoha village then? Damn it, why do you bring me? And where are we anyway? I saw it as rescuing you, you know? Better than leaving you back there to die, no? Don't keep dragging me into things. Damn it, why'd it end up like... It's Kawaki's fault. All of it, from beginning to end. That bastard. I never cared for him from the get-go. How did he end up as the legitimate vessel? Why couldn't it have been me? And Eida too, he's taken everything from me. Every single time, he always takes what's important to me. I'm gonna kill him. I swear I'll wreck everything, every single thing that's precious to him. The Hokage, his friends, and Konoha village too. Alright, so... Ooh, that is the end of the chapter. Initial thoughts. It's progressing in a direction I didn't actually expect, with Eida and Daemon potentially going to the village. Yeah, I was not expecting that, honestly. To be quite honest. But given that, in the grand scheme of things, I guess it should have been expected, since, you know, Eida and Code's, you know, long-term objectives are like, you know, heaven and earth, like night and day. So I guess that should have been expected, but I thought it was a decent chapter. It's like a 7 out of 10 chapter. It wasn't bad. Of course, if I were to like break it down, it's honestly, I was expecting this chapter to be the start of Code's, re-establishing himself as the main antagonist right now when it comes on to the Boruto manga. But honestly, it's like the man just gets Super Saiyan and just get Frost same way. Honestly, so when it comes on to Code's character, it still feels like nothing much has changed. At least in terms, I think, of how we, the audience, feel about him. I would say, because this man gets his limiters removed and Daemon just puts him in his place right away. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yes, Daemon does confirm that he is stronger than Jigen. So Naruto or Sasuke shouldn't really be a problem, honestly, even together. So they confirmed that. So, and I like how they confirmed the power scaling in this chapter. But Daemon, no, brother. Even with the revelation of how his abilities actually work, and I'm going to go on to logically assume, just an educated guess, that since Bug reveals that he has to be touching someone for his reflection ability to work, but based on what we've seen so far, it doesn't seem like it has to be the target of the reflection ability. It just seems like he has to be just touching somebody else. Whether the person has to be living or dead, that's, information for another time. We'll see. But the fact that this man just, with ease, this man is like... I wouldn't be surprised if Daemon is actually on the level of, like, say, Baryon mode Naruto, if not stronger. Like, the fact that he didn't really have to try against this code, this version of code, I'm just saying, it's not outside the realm of possibility to kind of put Daemon in that same tier of power. So that is actually crazy. This man will legitimately just run through the entire 4th Ninja War by himself and beat everybody. Honestly, it's insane. And I think in a story, of course, when it comes down to shonen, every arc here somebody stronger and stronger and stronger. But coming into a spin-off like Boruto, coming from Naruto, it kind of, again, it's that Dragon Ball effect where Dr. Jiro or Giro builds these cyborgs on Earth that are way beyond the initial Super Saiyan or Frieza levels. And it's just crazy to me that Amado could build these cyborgs that could like frost everybody. So that is the crazy thing. Like, how much can you really suspend your what's the phrase, suspend your belief? Like, what's the limit of believability within the confines of this universe? Like, I'm just saying. But anyway, let's continue to kind of dissect it, right? So I like how they kind of establish, again, the quote-unquote weakness to Daemon, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter because they kind of establish where he really is in the power scale on top of that. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going forward to seeing how persons could potentially match up to him. Code is unlucky. His first fight with his limits of someone who reflects attack. That's true, but it doesn't even matter. Like, even if Daemon couldn't reflect attacks, Code still couldn't win. That's the rough part that really kind of drives down Code's reception as the antagonist right now. Because as I was saying, I was expecting this man to be coming in, yo, let's go. Code is going to re-establish himself, reinvent his character, all of that. But no, we don't get that. This man just gets beat down from morning till night, honestly. Of course, in the grand scheme of things, again, Eida and Daemon, it's not like they were antagonistic to Konoha or the 5 great villages for the most part. So, like, looking back at it, it's like, yeah, it makes sense why they wouldn't really have much of a issue going over to Konoha for the most part. But what I'm kind of concerned about is that, like, with Aida's abilities now, right? Like, I'm wondering if Amado can temporarily suppress them, because I don't think we want her to just go into the village and then everybody starts falling in love with her. Didn't Shikamaru get beat again and again until he became what he is? Based on what I've seen and heard with My Hero, yeah, it does seem that way. But so I guess there's still time. It's not like Code is dead. There's still time for him to reinvent his character. But I'm just saying it's just really funny. You know, like when you would watch those Dragon Ball Z movies, like within the first 13 Dragon Ball Z movies, and Vegeta comes in, oh man, the baddest thing since sliced bread, and then boom, he gets put aside like right away. That's the kind of effect I'm getting with Code right here. So, but Daemon is ridiculously powerful, honestly. Cause let me see, hold on. I'm kind of go back over some of the dialogue. Your power, but in this. So that means she knew he was stronger than Code. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that's the thing. Even if she didn't know, it's just the way she was acting before the limiters came off, when like he just came back from the hideout from the fight against Kawaki and Boruto and Borushiki or whatever, and she was saying like, yo, if your limiters come off, I'm still going, and you prove yourself to be like not of use, I'm still gonna get rid of you. So I guess that was a big hint that, yo, she always had things under control. Honestly. Dog, Daemon, like, it's just baffling me how powerful Daemon is, dog. Honestly, it's not even funny. Well, no matter what, he would have still been under her power, so she didn't care. Yeah, that too, William. But I'm just saying, and it's understandable since Code is under her influence, but it's like the dialogue, the fact that he got his he got beat again in this chapter, it just doesn't really it doesn't help Code's claim. It doesn't help his case. But wait, Sid, oh, go on. But let's go more into the meat of the matter where Amado is concerned this chapter. So I'm thinking if this man has if he has some kind of kill switch, let me kind of go back to the, I want to get the lines directly. Yeah, man, that I realized, Sid, dog, right now. Man, I've read the chapter already, but Daemon, the man disgusting, dog, honestly. Well on them. Let's see. Okay, mission. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. So you do seem stronger than Jigen. So neither Hokage should be trouble. Yada yada yada. No, Daemon is disgusting, dog. Honestly. Yeah, brother. Right now, Daemon could have solo everybody from the beginning. It's so ridiculous. But we're almost tempted to say Daemon could have probably even soloed the Sage of 6 parts, dog. And Kaguya, dog. Like, it's that disgusting, dog. Honestly. But I know there's more to a battle than just brute strength. Probably they could have pulled off some sealing jutsu or some genjutsu. Probably. But no, man. Daemon is on like the same tier as probably Barenmo and Naruto. If probably even stronger. That's how ridiculous it is. But I'm interested in terms of Kawaki being. No, that I think that's just been established for Eida. I don't think that, because when we go back to when Code's leaving. Hold on. That mission, yada. Enough on my truth. Yeah, Code's referring specifically to Eida. He doesn't mention anything about being an Otsutsuki negating Daemon's abilities. So, oh wow. So the interesting part about this chapter, like again, like for 2 years now, Amado's true goals is it just keeps being drip fed slowly to us. So Kawaki is the ace up his sleeve, as he puts it. And keep growing. As right now, there's no one Konoha can oppose Kawaki. So, okay. We had already established that Kawaki was like the strongest person on the planet before Daemon's like before this chapter, right? So Kawaki is arguably the second strongest person on the planet right now. Except for him. So you found something else inside Kawaki. So yeah, some kind of shutdown code which he didn't establish before because of Ishiki's orders. Number one priority, meaning the other have to rely on me. Moreover, I said he didn't put the stuff function because you yada yada yada. Said this as says here and do practice fine if you should die, plus will come to rely on siblings. You have a point. Trying to find just insurance protect the standing in the village is different of course to achieve it. You haven't sense my question, so spoiler or kill you. Long story, so I need to tell Konoha as well. And again, if it's something that he doesn't mind telling Konoha as well, then again, it kind of reinforces the idea that Amado's goals might be something in the gray area. But we'll see. Probably when it goes back, maybe depending on how it goes, maybe whatever alliance they might have might fall out. And maybe Kawaki, Eida, Daemon, and Amado form their own group. Just a light prediction on my part. Kawaki, you should move to Konoha. Daemon has to be the strongest in the Boruto. Bro! Definitely. Definitely. This man is definitely top 5 in the entire Naruto verse, at least. Like, it's easy. Like, right? Oh, yeah. The only persons, like, let me see. Hagoromo, Hamura, Kaguya, Ishiki, Daemon. The man is in the top 5. Also, Eida would know Amado's limited on Kawaki, so I wonder if she could stop it somehow since she likes Kawaki and hates Amado. Hard to say, D, because it's not like she even knew that he got Karma back until he got to the battlefield and activated it. He's not making contact with anyone. Yeah, if he's not making contact with anyone, but again, he's like, let me tell you what this would be like. What would be a good example? I don't even need an example. The point is, even if Daemon can't use his reflecting ability, bro, if you have like a Baryon mode tier character, like, screw the reflecting ability, like, like, bro, this man could literally one shot like 99% of the cast right now. It's not even funny. But anyway, I am heading to Discord for those of you who want to jump on and talk about this because this is not even funny right now. Hello. This is actually crazy. Just make sure I'm using the right thing for Discord here. Voice and video. I'm not sure if I'm using the right device here. This says default. Hold on. Voice and video. Let's check. Testing. Alright. Sounds good. Alright. Let us turn on desktop audio. Alright, so we have the Discord open here for persons who want to jump on for voice chat. I'm gonna jump out, man. Bless. Alright, respect for coming through, William. If anything, we can talk more about it on the end of month subscriber stream. This month, bro, like, I don't know, dog. All I know is that this man is actually the strongest thing in the verse, dog. Like, it's actually insane. Because, like, if you do the math, right? We have Jigen. Let's make our logical deduction here, right? Jigen, right? Same Jigen that made light work of Naruto and Sasuke once he hit his level 2 karma. Cool. And I don't think it would make sense to be hyping up the cyborgs beyond Jigen if these cyborgs weren't beyond level 2 karma Jigen. Right? Cool. Of course, Code was hyped up as someone that's beyond Jigen as well, once he got his limiters removed. And this man, without breaking a sweat, Frostcode. So right now, honestly, I don't even know what to say, man. But again, I'm kind of interested in seeing where the story is going to go, because it's like, if Eida and Daemon and Amado are back on Konoha's side, but probably the dynamics of that relationship is going to be a bit rocky, depending on what Amado's true goal is. Obviously, I don't think Kawaki is going to like just head over heels falling in love with Eida. Obviously, it's going to be some kind of conflict there. So I'm wondering where does that leave Code in terms of his next move, you know? Because Eida is going to want to make sure if Eida is going to Konoha, Eida is going to want to make sure Kawaki is happy, and if to make Kawaki happy, you have to protect Naruto. So Daemon is going to become like another protector of Naruto. So I'm not sure what Code is going to be able to do, if I'm being honest. Unless it's going to be some kind of Anvil block ups, taking the characters off one by one that he can actually manage at this point. That's the only thing I can actually think of. But the more time he, delays, of course, Boruto and Kawaki, Daemon aside, Boruto and Kawaki are going to be getting stronger and stronger, because even though they do have the powers of Momoshiki and Ishiki respectively, that's just on top of what they already have, so they still have the potential to grow stronger, as it's been confirmed in this chapter here. So I don't know, it just feels like Code is at a major loss right here. I don't know, what do you guys think in terms of what do you think Code's next next move can potentially be? Unless there's some super hidden secret scroll in the mountains of the cyborg sages between the Valley of the Mist or something that this man can actually get. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm talking like it is, because I don't know what this man is going to do. Right now, any major conflict going forward for chapter 72 and beyond. And of course, the rough part is no chapter next month for Boruto. 1 month hiatus. That's rough for a monthly manga, honestly. But any major conflict is going to really hinge on like any disagreement between Amado's group and Team Konoha right now. So that's going to be interesting. But I think Kishimoto, quote unquote Kishimoto, is going to at least want to explore some character interactions between like Eida and Daemon and the rest of the crew. And it should be interesting. Well, Boruto and Kawaki training with Daemon, maybe. That could be interesting. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, yeah, it was a decent chapter. It wasn't bad. Like a 7 out of 10. Release the other. You feel like there are other cyborgs? I mean, potentially. Potentially. There could potentially be other cyborgs. But again, it kind of goes back to the whole, suspension of shut off my brain, because it's just the ridiculousness of the fact that this guy, until we get more context for what went into this cyborg technology, then it's like, it just feels so hard to believe you have this man that can create cyborgs that can just beat all of Naruto, all of Naruto Shippuden, and downright basically all of Boruto. Like, unless you have something super hacks, you're not beating Daemon. That's as far as we see it. Honestly, there's only a few characters that could potentially beat this man right now, living or dead, and then it's even a maybe. Even for the top tier, like right now, even like Ishiki, I don't know. Like honestly, if Ishiki or Kaguya and these characters fought Daemon, honestly, even if you were on the side of Kaguya or Ishiki winning, like I don't see them coming out of that fight like easily. That's how ridiculous this man is. It's cyber. Yo, no, brother. Read what Shikamaru said. Let's see. This is when he was reminiscing on the night before. Let me see. Oh, and guys, you realize that the laptop is moving much better now compared to previous streams, at least, because you know I sorted out the fan and I sorted out my quote unquote sorted out my RAM issues. So yeah, but there's still like a slight issue where the computer might shut off depending on if they. So I have this weird issue, just kind of detract a bit from the chapter. I have this weird issue where one of the RAM slots I have to kind of not fully push it in. So like one side of it is kind of still like not fully fastened in, but if it kind of like accidentally slips in, the computer shuts off. So yeah, I'm working with 16 gigabytes of RAM right now. So yeah, but anyway, Shikamaru. At least one other enemy cyborg. Yeah, that was just Shikamaru. Like, did you see that there's one additional cyborg, which is Daemon he's referring to? Yeah, that's it, pretty much. So to kind of summarize, chapter 7 out of 10. Did a great job of establishing the power, the pecking order, the power skill between, you know, Team Konoha, Code, Daemon. Kind of puts, well, the good, like the silver lining to it when it comes on to Code's character for this chapter, even though it still doesn't help to push like fan appreciation or, you know, Boruto fan reception to Code's character. It at least puts Code in a more sticky situation, a more desperate situation, so you don't know what kind of chaos it could bring to the story in that, you know, mindset of desperation. So that's the silver lining to that when it comes on to Code's character. We did find out Daemon's weakness, when at least quote unquote how his abilities work, but I think there's still more to it. I'm wondering if it has to be someone that's alive or dead. I think that's the probably the additional thing that might be missing. Of course, Eida, Daemon potentially joining forces with Amado to go to Konoha. That's an interesting development. Secretly, I want Sasuke to fall under Eida's abilities. Yeah, 4 villains to all the promotions right now. Code, Kawaki, Daemon, Amado, Alex Stakes, man. Wait, Betty! What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, Amado. I mean, you could probably until there's some falling out between Daemon and Eida, you could probably wrap Eida and Daemon in one. But you know, Code, Kawaki, Eida, and Amado. Yeah, you could put it like that. Code, Kawaki, yeah, Eida. But I mean, Eida just wants to fall in love with Kawaki. Can we could probably still take out Eida. So it's really just Amado. Because by the way it sounds right now, like if they had ended up killing Amado, they would have gone to Team Konoha anyway. So yeah. So yeah, it's really just Amado and Kawaki for now, I would say, until probably, who knows, probably Daemon falls out with Eida and then they go their separate ways or something. Wait, it's a D. Mark it right here, right now. Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. Himawari and Daemon. Alright, not bad. But yo, I'm itching to find out what Amado's like true goal is, honestly, because I said before, Amado's goal is going to really determine the long term for the series, honestly. Because as of right now, it just feels like there's not much Code could actually do to really push the plot along. Yeah, he's stronger than Naruto and Sasuke easily, but what next? What's his next move? Unless Bug has some other information that he can use to kind of turn the tables. I don't know. But right now, the thing that's going to really drive the story with chapter 72 in August, which sounds so far away, is really and truly going to be the character interactions and dynamic between Eida and Daemon and the rest of the characters there, and any potential conflict that can come out of that, because but at the same time it's kind of iffy, because if Amado is confident in telling Konoha what his top secret plan that he's been keeping secret for the last 2 years of real world time, then it's like, is there going to be any falling out really and truly? It's hard to say. Unless the wild prediction, some other Otsutsuki's come into play, that some other top ranking Otsutsuki say like, okay, Code, you can use these other Otsutsuki's to secure the chakra fruit or something. Or maybe that's too wild of a theory because of the amount of characters the Boruto manga tends to juggle. So but that would be wild. Again, I'm on Discord for anybody that wants to jump into the voice channel on the in the Discord server for the most part. Jeez. Not a bad chapter. I don't know. I still think Daemon is too broken, dog. Too broken. You can imagine, like, well, then again, who knows? Maybe Naruto's no. They gonna say no, but yeah, I was gonna say probably Naruto and Sasuke could train with Daemon, as ridiculous as that sounds, but yeah, as long as he's not holding on to anything, their lives won't be in danger. Quote unquote. Oh my lord. It's not just Daemon and Eida, there's more. Alright. If there's going to be more, then I'm interested in seeing them. Like, he finally has a weakness though. Yeah, I mean, he has a weakness, but I mean, I'm just saying. Yes, Koji shits. It's funny because I did a Koji video like when was it, last week? I mean, considering, I don't even know, man. Why is it only Delta and Kawaki with these emergency codes? Plot hole? Yeah, you'd think Eida and Daemon would have these as well, right? I wouldn't go as far as saying plot hole, but the fact that he could have an emergency shutdown code, yeah, that's true. It's a possibility, but maybe it could be explained that when they reached the end of their development, probably Jigen gave Amado the order as they finished development, so probably he didn't bother installing the shutdown code. That's my guess. Wait, Andrew?
Yo.
What's poppin'?
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Oh, yeah. Is the thing about the cyborgs? You hear Shikamaru said like several cyborgs. Amado made several cyborgs.
Yeah, Amado mentioned that himself as well when he was in Konoha, that he made several cyborgs to surpass the power of Jigen.
I mean, just like to get scrapped. Feel like in scrap all of them, or is just only Eida and Daemon scrap?
I mean, it could be either way, because you have to take into consideration one of the only reasons that Boro didn't scrap Eida is because of her ability. So it is a possibility that all the others have been scrapped, but it's just because of Eida's ability why she really survived. She and Daemon, at least. But I mean,
and people say that this chapter kind of screw, but I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. Kind of hype me up more because they're going to the village right now.
I'm
His
just
interactions I want to see right now. Still.
yeah, I definitely agree. Cause right now, if if you know anything about me, I'm all for the foolishness. So right now, if I can get some comment, if I can get Sasuke under Aida's ability, I'm all for it.
Yo,
All right, Betty, yo, we'll link, bro.
funny.
Yeah, but yeah, if I can get Sasuke under Aida's abilities, I'm all good.
Yeah, but so far I don't mind chapter. As I said, 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it was an alright chapter. It was good. I
But
thought it established a number of
you look like
things.
we're not going to see Code again still.
Yeah, I think it might be a little while.
So,
We might see. I think we might see him a bit in the next chapter, but I think next chapter is just gonna be dedicated to Well, then again, now that they don't really have code, they have to kind of walk or run to Konoha, don't they? So
feel so?
yeah, yeah. So that's the thing, though.
And it's that far too. I don't know. Because Sasuke got there, it spanned just what, 2 days and come back.
Yeah, basically.
But Sasuke still so.
Yeah, Ida might complain that she's cold on the way out or something. Who knows? Or maybe, who knows? Maybe Amado might have some transportation device or something. That could be a possibility too. But really and truly, I'm just wondering what Amado's long-term goal is. What's his,
I think it's his daughter. Something have to do with his daughter.
Yeah, there are those theories regarding, the whole, wishing eye that Ishiki had or whatever the case may be. So, who knows?
No, it's not that, it's like, I think Delta is actually Amado's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And the karma is so interested in it is because they can't really die because the karma is like to like a conscience thing and you kind of put, I don't really sure like put or Amado wants to stay alive. So he kind of do something and put his kind of conscience or something in Kawaki's karma. So if he dies, kind of make his conscience download into Kawaki's body or something like that. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't know. I feel like Amado taking over Kawaki's body would have been, I don't know, it just seems like the easy way out in terms of what his, long-term goal could be.
Or could be his daughter thing too.
Who knows, maybe he has some kind of artificial karma placed down somewhere, and I don't know. It's too hard to say. It's been 2 years of real world time where Amado's long-term goals have just been
Yeah, and in this chapter the show says there's only one day everything will happen.
Yeah.
To happen with Kawaki, yeah. They just
So what do you think about the ridiculous power of Daemon though, from your perspective?
I don't think it's ridiculous. It's just something simple as reflect. But
no, I'm not.
Already said.
I'm talking overall, not just the reflecting ability.
Yeah, the thing is, overall, they already said that he's stronger than Jigen by far. But Code is also stronger than Jigen, but he's how stronger.
Yeah.
Everybody surpassed Jigen, not Ishiki, but surpassed Jigen.
Well, true.
But we think that if Baryon would go up against like Baryon would Naruto go up against Damien.
If he had no time limits,
Damien would still win. Because if he reflects abilities, attacks, it wouldn't make.
Andrew, it sounds like you kind of chipped out there.
Kind of overpowered still in. Look at it.
Yeah, definitely, but of course he has to be touching someone. So if it's like if it's one-on-one, there will be some opportunities for like a Baron Naruto that arguably has no time limit. But boy, I don't know. I need to see Daemon fight like more people that are in that tier to get a better idea.
And Code is just unlucky with the matchups. Like Konoha, same thing I would say.
Trashamaru, you mean?
No, not call him so. 'Cause
I'm sorry, man. I mean, the matchups are bad, but I think it's honestly more than just the matchups.
although he's not my favorite character, I'm just sorry for him. Seriously. Because, alright, the first matchup is with Kashin Koji.
Yeah.
And he lost. Obviously going to be stronger. And the other matchup is with who? Jigen, when he go up against him.
You know, that was anime only though, but yeah.
Yeah. Wait, and what else? Who else? When call again? Oh. When he just get knocked out by he was on a mission before that and fighting those robot things.
You see, my thing with Konohamaru is that it's more than just his matchups for me. I just don't think Konohamaru has like any presence really. I'm not saying he has to be like a Kakashi, like in part 1 and 2, but he just doesn't have any presence to me.
He's the opponent.
I think
he has some opponent where much stronger and have more presence than him. You can't just say, oh, this guy's much like Konohamaru. Don't really have much feats like that. Because even to this day, I still have a problem with. Well, I don't really have a problem, but I now feel odd that he beat a pain that time, but I don't really mind it. I don't really mind it.
Yeah.
But still. And the same thing with Code too. Who is fight first? The first fight was with with Kawaki, yes. He kind of beat up Kawaki, then Boruto came in. He kind of beat Boruto and then he get a little upgrade during that fight. And they kind of were on evil playing field. Because when we say, alright, when we get to see Code fight during that, going to say, they kind of hype him up to be this stronger than Jigen thing. So we're expecting to just win easily. But then, or to get that kind of boost in the middle of the fight, kind of put everything even, both of them. Then Momoshiki came out and take over. I kind of just put him in place still.
Yeah.
Then Kawaki away, get back his karma, then also beat him. Then, who else? Delta. I really don't know how this Delta. They go up against Naruto. She go up against Naruto, but I don't really know if we really put how to put Delta, but and after I get his limiters off, the first person he fights, Damien, is also stronger than Jigen.
Like, I feel despite this is the thing though. This is why I say when it comes on to Konohamaru, I think it's more than just the matchups, because I honestly feel better about Code than Konohamaru. Honestly. Despite that Code hasn't had the best win streak either. But I honestly feel better about Code than
in the early part of Boruto, Konohamaru kinda not even have win, but he had more impact against Jugo. Well, it's anime canon or novel, but still.
Let me tell you the problem with Konohamaru, dog. The problem is that there is no story arc when it comes on to Konohamaru, at least when it comes on to the Boruto manga, that would have continued whatever potential foundation that Kishimoto set for him in like part 1 and part 2 Naruto. Like, you know that I'm gonna be Naruto's rival, I'm gonna be Hokage. There's nothing that really continues that, you know? And then since he's already, I wouldn't say outclassed, but he's outshone by Team 7 as it is already. It's like, Konohamaru, okay, he's there, fine, cool. That's about it.
He started out of it, but Boruto and Mitsuki.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about just strength, you know. You see me?
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean like presents or
Yeah, presence, relevance to the plot. You know,
oh,
that's the thing. That's I'm not
yeah.
talking about from that's what I'm saying. Even though he's had bad matchups, I'm not just factoring in that alone. You know, so that's the problem I think I have with Konohamaru personally. As much as I make fun of him, it's like I make fun of Sasuke as well, though. But but yeah, that's just how I see it.
chakra. Just need chakra all the time.
Sasuke need more than chakra at this point. Oh my
But
god.
still, no, no, code. I don't know if it's a. Let's say, what I think. I just think he's going to be the lone villain leading up into the time skip. You think he's the one who destroyed the village, as he's saying going to do?
You know, I did do a video probably like a year now. Talk just kind of extra dissecting that whole first scene with Kawaki potentially destroying the village, and I think it's going to be a case where Kawaki leads some other force, like whether through information or lets them know they into the village, and then it kind of leads to that maybe. Granted, he is capable of destroying the village himself, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah, saying it's Boruto, but even though I don't think it's him. I thought if Momoshiki take over and just say, "Oh, to hell with it."
yeah. Still too early to tell, honestly. But the way things are going, I am expecting a temporary truce with Eida and Daemon with Konoha. But I am expecting a falling out at some point.
Love. I love it.
Huh?
Love that the way it's going.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be Comedy Central, I feel. Yeah, yo, it's going to be... Alright.
Most of the anime can pick up from here because it looked like an art just end. The way how they end it.
Yeah, I was seeing, like, I haven't watched Boruto, the anime, since 235. I still haven't caught up. Like, I still haven't found the energy or the motivation. Like,
The art just finished yesterday. Well, in the finish it next week.
Yeah. As much as I would hate to say it, but I think the anime should still come with like another anime original arc, or adapt a novel, please.
Record art. Well, I hear that the novels are getting a manga still, but I feel and they don't come out as yet, so I think it's going to come.
Well, I guess we'll see how that goes.
The thing is, they could make a Code original arc, then lead into the manga stuff.
Could do that as well, as long as it doesn't really
We didn't care about bug yet. The bug never came in the anime original stuff with Boro cult and stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so they can do some stuff with him too, and just lead into the manga stuff. Because it looked like the art just finished, and it could actually pick up from there.
The way things are looking, we're in, and especially with the 1 month break that we're going on, I think they should do like another arc that lasts until probably November. You know, I'm not the best person. I'm not the person that really subscribes to a lot of anime original stuff. I don't really like a lot of anime original stuff.
Yeah, I don't really mind them, but well.
But the fact of the matter is that
people don't like it because they're really slow.
Yeah, I understand. But the fact of the matter is that the anime, the fact that we're taking a month break, and I still think the anime is still kind of close to the manga, I would say.
I don't know why, but a lot of mangas taking breaks now.
Yeah, like, you know, Black Clover, One Piece, this now. So, yeah. But this is what it is, yeah, man. But I think why I say I think they should do like another arc that lasts until probably November is they'll at least have a lot of stuff to showcase for Jump Festa going into 2023. Because I don't know if you were tuning into Jump Festa for Boruto last year. Well, yeah, last year. Yeah. But it was complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. So at least
highlights the whole year. Highlight
Basically.
Boruto. Yeah.
So, at the very least, if they save it until December, January, till then to start readapting the manga again, they'll have much more manga material. They can start promoting like the current, from like chapter 56 to, I don't know, 70 something as, new manga adaptation for the anime, yada yada. And then they could probably, I'm hoping, but the way things are looking, it still seems like we're not going to get the time skip anytime soon.
They should just get Eida and Daemon in the village. You can just do some anime original stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be funny.
Watch it.
Mentioning that, as I was talking about during the reaction and review, you think Amado is going to take away Eida's abilities temporarily so she can come into the village?
Well, if he can, I think so. He could. If he could do it, it would make sense.
Yeah, because. All right, at the very least, I see them bringing her to a room with like Shikamaru, Boruto, and Kawaki.
Mm-hmm.
And
it
then
would be too overpowered.
Yeah, because if they bring her there, I would see Shikamaru vouching for Amado, temporarily taking away her abilities in the event that she goes rogue. And if she goes rogue, she'd have the entire village on. Yo, that would be ridiculous, honestly.
And the thing is, Shikamaru probably want her abilities to be gone. Would be wise, but I think he would use that to his advantage and make work. Or tell him some information he wants to know where Code is.
Yeah.
What he's doing. So I'm saying it would be too overpowered for her to have her abilities, or for her to be even alive during the time skip.
Well, I guess we'll see.
They're kind of wrapping up Code being in the manga for now.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we're getting to a point where they'll kind of, potentially and hopefully bring back Kashin Koji, and then we might not see Code for a while.
Every time I forget about him if you don't mention him.
Yeah, but it's serious, honestly. Like Koji, it's insane.
Where do you think he would be?
I mean, popular opinion, Mount Miyaboku, but it's hard to say, honestly. It's hard to say.
It kind of did really damage during that time, so.
Yeah, that's true. I still say this would be a good opportunity to potentially reintroduce Orochimaru. Yeah.
Bring him back in the village.
Just via Kashin Koji and then seeing where that dynamic could go. Clone Jiraiya. Clone your best, quote unquote best friend.
You think say would be at Orochimaru's
could be a possibility as well.
That would be cool.
Probably just that one little interaction that Amado wasn't aware that Kashin Koji did. Maybe. Just maybe. It's just a while. It's a while.
Because the thing says dead still.
Yeah, that's the thing. So. Yeah. But anyway. I think that's it for me, man. That is it for me. So the next stream will be, of course, the end of month subscriber stream. But this chapter was decent. It was decent. Don't really have much complaints.
It was decent.
So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. Eh?
The wait is going to be long still.
Yeah, the 1 month hiatus, brother. It rough. Honestly, monthly manga.
They just leave us off there.
It's stressing. But not as stressing as the One Piece fans right now. But anyway, that's a topic for another discussion. But yeah. But yo, respect for coming on, Andrew. Let's see if I can just wrap up the stream now. Alright guys, respect for coming out. Not a bad chapter. So yeah. Of course, shout out to everybody that actually came out, and the person will be rewatching this reaction review. And I'll see you in the end of month subscriber stream and any other video that comes out.